Hello there. Tonight's brush will be my Semogue 1460 bore, of course. And we'll be using Mystic Waters, Bergamot, Cedarwood, and Juniper. We have a new razor introducing tonight. This is another blade from Kevin Moore. It's a 6'8" JR Torrey barber's notch in Padauk rather. That's how I pronounce that word. It's an African wood. Some people call it Padauk. Some people call it Padauk. Some people call it Padauk. Just depends who you talk to. Everybody's got a way that they pronounce it. When you look online how to pronounce it, you'll find 5 or 6 different variations, and they'll say, well, this one we think is right, but they've got 5 or 6 of them, and they really don't know. So I've called it Padauk, or Padauk rather, since I started using it about 5 or 6 years ago, and that's what I'm calling it now. This razor I bought a Wade & Butcher, that Wade & Butcher barber's notch with the shoulderless Wade & Butcher with the barber's notch from Kevin, and he sent along this razor, my Johann Engstrom frame bag that I've done in rosewood scales that you guys have seen, and a rolls along with it as gifts, and really cool, really awesome. He called them packing material, which that's pretty cool. But I really appreciate it, Kevin. This is a wonderful blade. Something about the Torreys. This blade took an edge so very, very fast. Even though it had a little bit of, most vintage razors, by the way, do. Even though it had a little bit of an issue on the heel, most of the time, your vintage razors are going to have some small issues. And it had an issue where I had to kind of put my thumb down on the heel as I was honing in order to make it reach full contact on the hone. It honed up really, really fast. Took a wonderfully sharp, I mean almost scary sharp. I have to be really careful. This is like the 3rd use of this razor. I have to be really careful when I use this razor, because it's sharper than any other razor I've ever honed. But it's also, the thing about it is it's really incredibly sharp. It took an incredibly sharp edge, but it's a really smooth edge. A really clean feel to the way that it shaves, just wonderfully smooth. I have a razor. I was talking a little bit about different types of vintage razors with Kevin on the Facebook Messenger system. And I mentioned my 51 the Victor, which is my favorite shaving razor in my collection. It takes an edge really well, and it shaves wonderfully. I've never had a bad shave out of it. But this razor right here, if it doesn't unseat that razor, it'll be a really close second to that razor. The only thing that might keep me favoring the Victor is that it's a square point, a spike point, which is, for some reason, I like that type of point on that razor. Yes, I can feel a difference in the points when I shave. Whether you can or not, I don't know. But I can. And I like a spike point. So, but anyway, just a lovely, lovely blade. And I know that I'm really going to enjoy this shave. This Bergamot, Cedarwood, and Juniper, this Mystic Waters soap is just lovely stuff. The lather is amazing. In my opinion, just beautiful stuff. And yes, lovely. I had a pretty good day. I thought it was going to be a bad day, to be honest. I woke up with a headache, and I felt really bad in other ways as well. For a couple of years now, well, 3 or 4 years now, I've had an issue with possums underneath my trailer. I live in a trailer, and my trailer has a skirting, or a, I don't know what you would call it. It's a a nylon cloth weave type blanket or a sheeting or something that stretches under the bottom part of the trailer, under the bottom of the trailer, and that's what holds the insulation and stuff under the flooring of the trailer. And the possums, it's always a possum. It's nothing else. Always a stupid possum. The possums will crawl up under that stuff. They'll dig a hole in it, and they'll crawl up in it and kind of make a nest. But they'll get way up in there, and then I think what is happening with them is that sometimes they'll give birth, and I'll find the babies as well. But I think what's happening is that they're getting up there and they're getting lost and can't seem to find their way out. So they stay up in there and they starve to death. They die. And you don't know it till they start to smell. So you can smell there's something that smells dead. You have to crawl up under the trailer and push around on that sheeting, push up on it, if you can look for a place where there's some liquid that's leaked out. I know I'm trying not to gross you guys out, but I mean, you look up under there, and that sometimes is not found because what happens is they'll get on top of the insulation, and there'll be a thick layer of insulation between them and the bottom of that sheeting, but there's no insulation between them and the bottom of the floor because they've got up between it. And so they're hard to find. You got to go up under there and push on it. Look for like a part that's low and push on it till you find a body, But you don't know until you start, something is smelling kind of sour, You know, hey, you look around, can't find anything. A couple days later, you realize, wait a minute, you know, it's getting worse. There's something dead, and I can't find it. So anyway, I've pulled it as many as 5 of them out from under my trailer in a year's time before. So this past year, man, lovely, lovely, lovely shave, lovely, lovely blade. Thank you, Kevin. This past year, this spring, I put new skirting all the way around my trailer. I locked it up tight where they can't get in. I've not had any more trouble with them, but the other day, yesterday, I started smelling that sour smell, and the wife said, well, this needs cleaning and that needs cleaning, and that's where that smell's coming. And I'm like, no, that's dead smell. There's dead something. I got a possum under the house again. So we argued about it for a little bit till she started realizing, hey, yeah, there's a dead smell. There's something. He's right, you know. And so I crawled up on his trailer today, playing all around under there, trying to find the possum. Can't find it. So my wife said, well, maybe it's not a possum. She said, maybe there's a dead mouse. Something like that. So I start looking around. She says, maybe it's in one of your drawers or something like that. You know, one of the drawers in the bedroom. Well, long story short, what had happened, I had set a trap a while back for a mouse, and I caught that mouse. But what I didn't know is that it was female. And it had given birth in in the bottom drawer of one of my dresser drawers that I keep hunting stuff in for hunting season. That's all that goes in that drawer. So I don't go in there but once a year. And be honest, I haven't hunted in a couple of years now because of health issues, and so I haven't been in that drawer for a while. But she had given birth in that drawer, and evidently when I killed her, the children were too young to survive. It's lovely. Oh man, that's lovely. And that, long story short, that's where the problem was. Now, I said all that really to say this. Them being in the drawer in the bedroom was a huge blessing. Because if you've ever had a choice between a full-grown adult possum carcass, that's what we're talking about, folks. That's been dead a while. And 3 or 4 tiny little baby mice, I'll take them. I'm just saying. And I know that's probably grossing some guys out. Sorry, fellas, but I mean, that's my day. You know. Yeah, I also spent quite a bit of time in the studio this morning. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks to a month, I'm going to be using Aqua Musk. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks to a month. Let me dry my face. I'm going to start doing some videos on YouTube with some gospel music original that I write. Do the all the instruments, vocals, everything. Oh, that's lovely. And start posting them up on YouTube. So if you would like to check that out, I'd appreciate that if you check it out and comment and all of that. But I'm looking to do like a video a week, or a video every 2 weeks. Hopefully a video a week of that. Music video a week. All right, God bless you. Kevin, that is an outstanding razor, and I greatly appreciate it. One more time. And of course, Mystic Waters is top stuff. All right, God bless you. Thank you for sharing a shave with me, and I will talk to you later. Watch out for the possums, folks. They're killer.